So I just got back from the screening of the movie Millenium Actress, and I am forever thankful for having watched it. I am thankful because I was able to witness an incredible movie for the first time on the big screen. When I got out of the theater, this movie really affected me in a way I wasn't expecting. Whenever I see a movie for the first time, I'm always hoping that this will be the movie that really impacts me. And very few films have managed to actually do that. But now Millenium Actress is one of those films. This is a powerful movie, and it's deceivingly deep. At first glance, you think it's just a love story, but then it ends up being something much more than that. This is a movie that makes you reflect on yourself and ask the question, what brings happiness? And how art is sometimes created just so that people can witness it. The movie also addresses goals and things we chase after in life, and the pursuit of happiness. Millenium Actress released in 2001 and was directed by the late and great Satoshi Kon. Millenium Actress was his second feature-length film after Perfect Blue. Satoshi Kon movies are always great, and I really liked Perfect Blue and Paprika. Unfortunately, he only has 4 feature-length films. So the plot for Millenium Actress is about a TV interviewer and his cameraman who meet a former actress named Chiyoko, and they travel through her memories and career. What's interesting is that when the cameraman interviewed the main character Chiyoko, they enter the time period that she is telling the story of. The movie will also change from different time periods such as feudal Japan as a way of telling the story and making it more interesting. The World War II flashbacks are also notably interesting and very powerful. As far as pacing goes, some scenes might drag a little in the beginning, in the first act. However, the pace quickly picks up and sets your attention to the amazing visuals on screen. A great thing about seeing this movie on the big screen was that it had commentators at the end, and they were talking about the production and why this movie was made. What really struck me was that this movie was made not so much for commercial success, but just so that people can see it, and as many people as possible. To me, that's what art is. It's created with the hope that people will see it. And I was sitting in that theater, happy knowing that Satoshi Kon was smiling somewhere because his movie got to me overseas, and many others, and 2 decades after it released. This is what cinema should be. And I'm so tired of seeing cash grab movies like remakes with no real purpose except to make money. This movie was very refreshing and reminded me why I love movies so much. Something else happened when I went to see this movie. I went to see with a close friend of mine who is a very stoic person and very critical of movies. I was afraid that he'd think it was too slow or not engaging enough. But after the movie, he was speechless. He couldn't believe what he was feeling after the movie and was very impacted by it, and he loved it. This is no easy task, and I applaud this movie for affecting my friend like this. Obviously, there was something in this movie he related to very personally. Another thing that I have to mention is the soundtrack. Obviously, the main reason I saw this film was to witness Susumu Hirasawa play loud and digital surround sound. I was left not disappointed. Hirasawa sounded amazing and fit perfectly with the mood of the film. Whenever a song played, I'd get excited and the scene would be brought to life. I was also pleasantly surprised a few times by the songs in the soundtrack. There were remixes of my favorite songs like Negredo and An Expert Mountain, and of course the triumphant rotation at the end during the credits, which made me stay to the very end to see the commentary. The soundtrack was so good, I blasted it on the ride home, and will be making a video on it soon. All in all, this movie really surprised me, with its deep message and creative storytelling. Even though this is an older movie, it is still refreshing to see, and is head and shoulders above anything playing in modern cinema. It was great experiencing an older anime on the big screen all these years after it released. This movie affected me very emotionally, and if you haven't seen this movie or any other Satoshi Kon movie, I'd urge you to do so. Millenium Actress is a rare film that you should see with an open mind, and will hopefully leave you emotionally affected like it did for me and my friend. This was an experience I won't soon forget, and a reminder of why I love movies and anime so very much.